America, half of your life in China, or maybe some difference. Yeah, okay. Your parents brought you up as an American or as a Chinese?
At home, Chinese, 100% Chinese. And all of the Americanness in me is from my environment outside of the home. So, yep, it's a very 50-50. But I will say, in contrast, most Chinese Americans, I think especially when people were rushing to immigrate to the US, they wanted to assimilate as fast as possible. So they would only speak to their children in English, even at home, resulting in when the children would grow up, and even as the parents grow up, they only speak English in the house. So I feel like the language is lost and the culture slowly diminishes in the home. But for me, I feel lucky because that didn't happen.
When you think in English or in Chinese?
I think it depends on where I just was. If I was just in America, I come here, I would think in English. But if I stay here for many months, I will start to switch to Chinese. It's like
the difficult question. What difference does it make?
It's a really big difference. When I speak Chinese, my personality changes. I'm a lot more gentle, docile, more Chinese girl stereotype. I was raised to be very gentle, very obedient, knowing when to pour tea for everyone, knowing my position in the family gathering. And so when I speak Chinese, the culture comes out too. It's like muscle memory comes out. It's subconscious. So it's actually quite uncomfortable.
When you think as an American, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's quite uncomfortable.
But what are the good things of the Chinese mentality? What is superior? What is something that you would never give up?
Everything is in moderation, balance. It's not very chaotic. People know how to control themselves and in social situations, and very considerate of one another. So it's a communal space. Everyone is working together to protect everybody else. Very thoughtful, actually. When I speak Chinese, when I am more Chinese, I'm much more considerate. Not that I wasn't considerate before, but I've become way more aware of everyone's position and everyone in society.
And in terms of ambition, are you more ambitious as an American or as a Chinese?
I think China made me more Dylan. China made me hardworking.
I mean, is money decisive, like in the United States, or?
Money doesn't give you ultimate power here. The U.S. is run by money. Here it's government. So the government holds ultimate power. So it doesn't really matter if you have a lot of money. You don't automatically have the most power. So someone could be working in the government. Like you can even be a security guard, or you can be working in a school that's part of the government, right? Government funded. And you will have more influence and you'll have more respect than someone who's making a lot of money. So in the U.S., influencers and celebrities, they have a lot of power. But here, they have a lot of money, but people don't really respect them.
And finally, the position of the woman. Now, you have both experience. Where is the position of the woman better?
U.S., I think, for me personally. Yeah. But it's just my feeling, my intuition for now. I feel very safe in China, but I have a Western mindset most of the time. So, like I said before with the culture and how I turn much more Chinese when I speak Chinese, it does feel very limiting, and just because I'm not used to having to consider all the hierarchy and making myself smaller and more just, placing everybody else's needs before mine. It's okay. Actually, I like doing that in general. It's very natural to me, but it's almost, in a way, I feel punished if I don't, rather than it's like a free choice for me to be considerate, It's quite a strange feeling. It's like, it's almost like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that China is overly sexist or anything like that, but it's developing very quickly, and especially the younger generation, this type of gender gap is not really there anymore. But China has a lot of older generation. It has equal amount of older people than younger people. So you still feel the hierarchy and you still feel the, between the genders. But in the US, it's Of course, the US is very radical.
I tako smo došli do kraja našeg serijala o Jung-Wo, o Kini, kada obično suzimo dojmove na nekoliko rečenica. E pa dojmovi su izvanredno dobri, toliko dobri da nam ne biste vjerovali bez naše slike. Infrastruktura u dijelu zemlje gdje živi većina stanovništva bolja je od one u većini evropskih i američkih država. U 8 gradova koje smo posjetili, gdje se naselilo više od 100 milijuna stanovnika, javni prijevoz je odličan, vozni park odličan, čistoća odlična, većina vozila električna, eko zagađenje pod kontrolom. Ljudi užurbani, zaposleni, ali sve staje u vrijeme ručka. Dobro i često jesti, taj je kineski san postao stvarnost i od toga se ne odustaje. Nikada treba dostaviti hranu dronu. Na selu druga slika, ali i tu se osjeća napor države da podigne standard, da ostarjelom seoskom stanovništvu dostavi samovozne traktore, izgradi ceste, obnovi derutne kuće i tako privuče turiste, kombinira poljoprivredu i turizam, jer nova parola društva je napredak kroz potrošnju, porast bruto proizvoda uz bolji život. Ljudska prava i demokracija u usponu, možda više zahvaljujući suvremenoj tehnologiji koja briše dogme i vječne istine, nego željom subjektivnih snaga. Uz riječ demokracija ovdje ide i riječ socijalistička, što znači da narod vlada državom preko jedne partije, a kod ljudskih prava ne naglašavaju zapadne ideale o ravnopravnosti manjina, etničkih, vjerskih, rasnih, spolnih, istospolnih, nego je kriterij marksistički. Najvažnija je ekonomska i socijalna ravnopravnost, posebno u kategorijama obrazovanja, zdravstva i egzistencijalnog minimuma. U vanjskoj politici poruka je konstantna. Mi smo jaki i jači nego ikada, znamo što je naše i to nam nećete uzeti. Tuđe nećemo, a trgovati sa svima hoćemo. I ako u tome budemo bolji, ako više proizvodimo, ako bolje trgujemo, živjet ćemo bolje od vas. Nemojte se zbog toga ljutiti ili čuditi. To smo od vas naučili. Samo se mislim što bi se dogodilo ako jednoga dana Kina kaže sad smo mi prvi i najjači i sada ćemo postaviti nova pravila u svijetu. Naša pravila. Nemojte se onda ljutiti ni čuditi, jer i to smo od vas naučili. Poštovani